and welcome back to the Tula Pink 2025 Quilt Along, hosted by me, Rachel of the Electric Bee. And welcome to week number 26. What are we even doing? Well, this year we have been sewing our way through Tula Pink's 100 modern quilt blocks. We're doing 2 blocks a week, and this past week we did blocks 51 and 52. So we made it over the halfway mark, and now we're cruising on through. This book is divided up into different sections, and we are still in the triangles section of the book. And I'll show you Tula's first, and then we'll take a look at ours. So here was block number 51. This was a really fun block using flying geese to make these fun chevrons. Really enjoyed this one. And then block number 52 was also really fun. This was kind of a nice, asymmetrical type block where you got to use just 2 colors. I really think this one was dynamic and fun picking out the fabrics. So those were Tula's. Now let's look at mine. Ta-da! Oopsies. All right, we'll start off with Jeremy's blocks. So I am doing 2 different quilts, one using Tula Pink fabric, which we'll get to, and then this is using the Oak and Maple collection from Riley Blake Designs. And how cute. So we'll start with block number 51. This one was fun. I really kind of embraced the dark with these chevrons. These 2 fabrics don't contrast, super much. And I think it's really pretty. I really enjoy how it all turned out, and I like this block a lot. And then I really like this one. This fabric is probably one of my, besides the wheat, is probably one of my favorites in this collection. And here's my block number 52. Again, super pretty. I like it a lot. I think Jeremy's is turning out so pretty. So I'll throw some pictures in here of all of our cross blocks from the beginning, the rectangle blocks, and then the triangle blocks thus far. And yeah, they're turning out so pretty. Oh, I'm excited to start assembling the quilt. All right, now we'll talk about my Tula Pink blocks. So these ones are using my Tula Pink scraps, and I really got to play with solids this week. So I used these 2 different yellows. I think it turned out really pretty. If you've watched any other episode, you know that I love this print right here, which is Mineral, which is part of her True Colors line. I think it's my absolute favorite. I sneak Mineral into just about every quilt I ever make because I love it so much. I like the fact that it's kind of reads as a solid, but is super dynamic. I don't know. I really, really like Mineral. And then I got to use, one of her Dragon's Breath solids, and I think it turned out super pretty. And then, of course, I love this one. This is block number 52. Super, super pretty. I love this butterfly print. This was from Daydreamer, and I think it's so pretty. I love these butterflies. She also did a print in this line that was teal with like huge butterflies that I've used on a couple bags, and I just really, really like it. So again, another fun chance to use solids, much like she used in her blocks. So yeah, fun. All right, so let's look at some of your blocks. So just as a reminder, follow me over on Instagram at Electric Bee Quilting. If you post some pictures of your blocks, use the hashtag TP100block2025 so that I can see them, and then I post them on these weekly wrap-ups. So let's see some of the ones that we have. I got them pulled up on my laptop here. So we'll first start off with our brand new person joining in on the quilt along, which is Simply Peony Creation. So hi. We welcomed you last week, but welcome back again, and you are cruising. So here's her block number 51. Super pretty. I like the contrast of the yellow with the black and white, and even that like black and white floral also has some yellow in it. Super pretty. And then look at her super, super fun block number 52. Oh my gosh. So it looks like she used some Disney fabric. We got some Mickey Mouses. I like the popcorn, super fun. I like, you know, when you go bold on bold, I'm here for it. And those are some 2 really bold prints you put together, and I love it. So really good job, Simply Peony Creations. And then we'll look at my mom's blocks. I mean, they're so pretty. I love that. So we'll start with her block number 51. Super, super pretty. I really like that gold and that darker sort of brown. I think they contrast really well, making those fun chevrons. And then her block number 52, she used, I think that pink sort of fabric that almost kind of looks like cross stitch or like some sort of embroidery. I think is my favorite fabric that she's used in this quilt, and I think that one looks really pretty. So good job, Mom. And yeah, that's what we have for this week. I'll just kind of give a little life update. We have a new member of our family. I'll show a picture of him here. So we adopted a new puppy last week, and he is a gem. His name is Cobalt. And he is wonderful. He is just 3 months old. He is like a cross between a Rottweiler and something else. He's got these big old tree trunk legs, and he's super adorable, super fun, but not that I had any time to begin with, but he occupies even more of my time. So we'll just see. I'm going to be ultra transparent with you guys. I have filmed through block number 54, and I'm working on the next few blocks. So I'm only a week ahead, which is not good. I've been significantly more ahead in other times of the year. So hopefully I'm able to get the next couple of blocks at least done and that footage uploaded so that I can stay on schedule. But if I miss some videos, I really apologize. I am trying, but my life is just kind of, you know, hectic right now, which I knew, which is why I had pre-filmed a lot, because I knew my summers are always pretty crazy, and then the fall is going to be insanity. But you know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, so welcome Cobalt into the family. He's a real gem. I hope you all are having a wonderful week. I will see you in the next one. We're on to block number 53. The triangle section, I think, is just a little bit harder than the other sections, simply because you have to make those half square triangles, which isn't difficult, but I feel like that extra step just makes it like drag a bit more. But I promise you guys, we're on the home stretch. There's only, let's see, the triangles go through block 55. So we only have a couple more there, and then we're on to, I think, stripes. So that'll be fun. We could do strip sets. Ooh. Anyway, I'm hoping you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.